Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. And I got something nice for you today. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. And that's what I'm on. It's to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we go with this? Let's go. I ask you the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I showed you the picture about the breathing. Right thinkers, let's talk about, we're going to concentrate on the energy centers, aka the chakras of the body, along with breath control. They call it the Shu breath control meditation. And then we'll give you a little concentration and meditation tips. And if we got more time, I'm going to go over meditation and enlightenment according to the Egyptian book of coming forth by day. Some phrases and some sayings in there that might be helpful along the way. So let's start with the concentration on the energy centers, aka the Shu breath control method. You see a picture right here. I showed you the breathing apparatus on the last lesson, but see this one right here? This is what we're working with right here. You see how you see the lines going up and down? As you breathe, you're going to force the focus from the sacrum, the lower root chakra, up to the pineal gland. So they're going to talk about that. That's what, when you hear me say that, that's what we talk about. Inhaling and exhaling, get the oxygen going up and coming back down. So let's go. See if I can break it down for you. Hopefully you understand it. All right. To begin with, be seated or lay down in a relaxed pose. You see, I sit upright. I'm not getting to the lowest, but no, I'll keep telling you that. So I'm comfortable in this position. The idea is to be comfortable for yourself. And you see the diagram to the left, the location of the energy centers. I just showed you that. Oh, from 1 to 7, you got the root chakra, the sacrum, but then you got the solar plex, then you got the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the sixth chakra, which is the pineal gland, and the root chakra is actually the crown chakra, which is outside the body. There's 6 in the body. So we've been through all that already. I did this, but this is just a breakdown, quick reminiscence so I can get to understand, and hopefully you understand. But we just talked about the diagram to the left showed the location of the energy centers. I just broke it down. Visualize yourself now gaining what they call cosmic energy, sexual energy. See it accumulating in the body. Place your concentration on the first energy center, the lower, the root chakra, center in the base of the spine as you inhale. You want your energy to go down. Okay? Hold it for a few seconds, and then you see the energy tapering to that spot. Then see it now rising like the serpents to the other energy chakras from 1 up to 6, which is the pineal gland, which is situated where the Uranus between the eyes. And now you exhale and you'll see the energy go back down to the first energy center. This is the rhythmic breathing. You raise it up, bring it down. rhythmically. When you hold a rhythm, you'll see something starting to happen. Watch this. Perfect example. You do that right. Now that you rest, you exhale, you see the energy go back down. Inhale, and you repeat this exercise, and you will feel what? The increasing levels of what? Peace, hotep, we call it, develop. Something will start happening. It's just it's natural, okay? Nothing you can do, but that's why they do it. When you see them guys go into the position, meditation, they're doing it for a reason, okay? You are now increasing your psychic energy levels, which will now enable you to what? Control your emotions, aka your ego, your passions, your desires of the flesh, okay? And thereby have a peaceful mind. If you're not worrying about your next escapade and how you're going to get to that one and how much you're going to make, you can rest in your mind and be at peace. That's what they're trying to explain to you. We are agitated with a whole bunch of stuff. We do that to ourselves. Again, self-inflicted problems, fetters, due to ignorance. And doing this, you have a peaceful mind, and having a peaceful mind will allow what? The universal spirit that's inside you to what? Reveal itself to you. You've lifted the veil of what? Ignorance. You're starting to know yourself. This technique in particular is beneficial. Why? In a supplementing your hotep, which I just told you, which is your sexual energy, into what? Spiritual psychic power. I try to explain to you, I get a lesson about semen retention. They knew that if you didn't waste your energy, if that same energy, sperm, can make life, and you just squander it, that's taking life away from yourself. Think about it. And it's saying, if you don't waste it, been there, done this too. When you have semen retention, you seem to be more smarter. Seem like you get smarter for some reason. And why? Because your energy going to this head and not the release from that head. That's why. So it's a true fact, been proven, phenomenon. But they call it sexual energy. Watch this. Into spiritual psychic energy, knowledge, okay? By what? Visualizing the energy flowing upward to the head, again, to the 6 and the 7 energy centers. And it is possible now to be able to supplement hotep, that energy. And now by doing that, watch this, just like the women, men, we got a purification period, 28 days also. And if that, the crystal, the oil that Christ goes up, we talking about now, cerebral spinal fluid, if it's purified and come back down, that's a gift from Santa. And it's called added life, added years to your life. That's the concept. And what happens? That energy now is transformed into what? Spiritual energy, aka life. One may practice this visualizations when aroused. When you get that feeling of horny, when you just go into the meditative state, supplement it, calm it down, think baseball, think the grandmother, whatever turns you off, you think that to do that and you get better at it, you can get control of it. Just don't give into it. Say, well, I gotta get no. Ignorance. Again, just trying to, these are all things that you got control of, okay? Don't see yourself, first of all, as the body. Oh, I gotta get that nut. I gotta get mine. That's all. That's all pleasure. That's all ego. Oh, and grace still live that way. Excuse me. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. When you're talking about when you have urges, you want to get past them. But remember, when you don't see yourself as the body, then you won't give into the physical urges. Same with people who have eating disorders. Every time you see something, you gotta eat. No, you don't. Discipline. This is called discipline. Okay, now, when you don't see yourself as the body, but you see yourself as what? Eternal and immortal Ba, which is your spirit. See yourself as the Ba, your soul, which is peace of God. We're spiritual beings having human experience. So you got to get that state of mind when you understand you're not the physical body. Why? You are a piece of God who is connected to Ra, which is the universal Ba. See yourself in this manner. Why? doing all your activities that's staying. I told you, I'm God conscious. They want Christian to be Christ conscious. This all mental, and it all should dictate your actions. Again, right thoughts, right ideas, right actions. Wrong thoughts, misinterpretation, bad actions. Now, in all activity that you do, and this, keep that in mind. I call it spiritual discipline, personally, for me daily. In this relative world that we live in, you have to acquiesce to something. And you are interacting with what? Other divinities. Whether they know it or not. Now, as aspects of your supreme self, we are all one spirit. We are one. Who have what? Bodies just as you do. We become individual bodies in the physical form. In spirit, we just one spirit. But now we have individual life experiences. That's the difference. And eventually what happened? You will move above and beyond your what? Your individual ego consciousness of I, myself, me. Edging God out is what the ego represents. And that's your lower nature. And you will now see what? Yourself as what? As the universe without even trying. You become one with your God and you already good to go. You will live in eternity. When? Right now. How can I do that? Frame of mind is the mindset. The body, you take care of it. Mind, body, and spirit. Keep it physically and fit. Do what you gotta do. And you live on your core, on your terms now. Okay? Every second, every minute, every day, month, week, year, you are in total control. Once you realize that, that's the whole point about controlling oneself, knowing thyself, having control over your mind to focus and concentrate and do what works for you. That's right thinking, philosophy. Now we're going to talk about right quick concentration and meditation tips. These are a few things. Well, I don't know how to meditate. Okay, well, concentration and meditation tips right quick. But a quick paragraph so I can get through this. Beginning, first of all, by meditating. From 5 minutes each day. Now, everybody's busy. I know that. But if you can't put 5 minutes of your time to get to God, you don't deserve a damn thing. Well, I'll be busy. I don't care. He don't either. Why? Because if you ain't putting in the good deeds, you ain't getting jack anyway. So, but the idea is to spend time with your higher self. That's what meditation, concentration is about. And you gradually, what? You building up the time. At one time, 5 minutes might seem long. Now, man, I'm way past 5 minutes. I'm in 5 minutes. I was struggling. Okay, but you build up as you go. And the key is, you ready for this? Consistency. I got over 10 years now. I'm way past 5 minutes. Moving on. That's the point. It is better to practice, watch this, for 5 minutes each day. Then some people make their own numbers up. What if I put 20 minutes one day and I'm going to worry about, no, that isn't how it's done. That's not consistent. Remember, routine for a reason. And the next day, they do 20 minutes a day and don't do nothing. No. You have to do a formal sit-down meditation whenever the feeling comes to you. But try to do it for what? At least once a day. They would 3 times a day. Like prayer. First of all, this is just my concept. If you pray without meditating, what's that? You doing all the talking. God ain't talking back. With meditation, God's talking. In my meditative state of mind, do not eat for at least 2 hours before meditating. It ain't swimming, but that's, again, I don't set the rules. I abide by them. If you're going to do it the way they tell you to do it. That's all. They said don't eat for at least for 2 hours before meditating. I do it before I eat, so I had a problem. I don't have a problem. I wake up and do it first thing in the morning. So from the time I went to sleep to the time I wake up, that's my fast time. So I don't have to worry about it. But some people wait certain point in times. That's fine. But watch this. 2 hours before you meditate. It is even more preferably to what? Not eat. They say 12 hours. Now, I don't sleep for 12 hours. I don't sleep. I don't eat. I don't know if it's a 12-hour intergen, but that's what they say. For example, eat nothing except only water or tea after 6 p.m. at night. until after what? Meditation when? At 6 in the morning. Okay, that's 12 hours. Cool. The following morning, do not meditate within 24 hours of having sexual intercourse. Well, that's a new one. Meditate alone in a quiet area. Christians, I try to explain to all of y'all or whoever, I'm not a prayer. You'll never hear me pray out loud. That's not what I do. I pray from within. Y'all don't need to hear why. Y'all can't do a damn thing for me. You can't bless me. So why do you need to hear what I'm talking to God about? It's me and him's conversation. That's just my concept. Now my pastor who's a praying man, he gonna pray for everybody. He good. He do his thing. But that ain't what I do. Moving on. And everybody do it. He says what? Alone in the area by yourself. Only one need to be there is you and God. Now, if you're a praying man, that's what he do. He's going to pray for everybody. But you do it in the dimly lit room. All this ambiance, that's fine. But, okay, that's, again, for those who go through it, a light candle is adequate. Do light exercise. Again, warming up. Example, Tai Chi. There you go. You know, get the body flowing, the hatha yoga. All these is physical things that do the body with the movement. And it's to wake the body up, get the blood flowing. In the Middle East, they know all the chakra points, all the pressure points. So they study the body so they can use it to their benefit. That's what they're showing you. I don't do all that. So moving on. Before meditating, okay, preparing the body, getting it limber, getting it loose. I do that before I work out. But and then you got haka. Where's the power? That's chants. I say them eternally. I don't say it verbally. Okay? You'll never hear me. I ain't that dude. Now, you got Heka, which is affirmations, prayers, mantras, etc. Okay? Chants. For a few minutes. Okay? You set up a positive vibration in the mind. You get in the mind, warming the mind up. Why? You're burning your favorite incense. The senses of smell good. All those are things that enhance. I get the mind. That's where you're setting the mood. Is a good way to set the mood. I get it. I understand it. That ain't how I practice it, but I get what they're saying. Keep a ritualistic procedure. Morning prayer, morning meditation. That's my ritual. That's what I do daily. You have your own about meditating time. Again, do things in a slow and deliberate manner. A lot of people see they very meticulous and they very articulate with what they're doing. I got my stuff over there now, but I had my stuff over there. I had to switch up, moving around. But yeah, I got my little, set in my little ritual spot. I got the incense burner. I don't burn incense. I hate this. I can't stand just throw that. Don't work for me. And I ain't big on candles either. So when you're ready, try to focus your mind on what? One object. Pick something out in your mind. I don't tell you what, but just pick blue elephant. I could care less. But don't have somebody dictate what you do. You do that for yourself. You pick something out and you focus on that. And you focus on that. And you focus on that. Put your focus there. Send your focus there. Practice that. And what happened? It's a symbol, or you can use an object. You can use a symbol. I'm always doing the eye. Okay? I'm always looking at myself through the eye. Or the ideas such as what? The ab, that's the heart. Or Hotep, that means supreme peace. Okay? That's Amun, higher self-conscious. If your mind strays, it can't concentrate and focus, put it back. Bring it back. I love this. Gently. Because this is what I do. So I know this. Okay, I'm reading it to you, but I've done this. So bear with me. Patience. Self-love. You doing it for benefit, for you to become a better you. Don't get frustrated. Don't look for a whole expectation. I'm supposed to change my life because I'm meditating. No, you get a better understanding of how to live your life with daily meditation. Self-forgiveness and tenacity these are keys here that you need to use to get your mind focused. Use all them qualities to get what you need done for yourself. Gradually, your mind will not drift towards thoughts or objects of the world. When you get understanding, stop tightening it up. Stop focusing in. And don't just say, well, I can't do it. No, just work on it, and it'll happen for you. That's how it's done. it will move, watch this, it will move toward the subtler levels of consciousness until it reaches and what communes with the source of the thoughts and the objects, aka Netter, you know him as God. That's where he is, up here, in here. This is the desired positive movement of meditation and concentration, of the practice of meditation, because it is from God that all inspiration, creativity, and artistic feelings of love come. Heart, mind, coherence. You become one. Now you good to go. Netter is the source of Hotep, myrrh, peace, and love. Again, myrrh in Egypt means love. Excuse me, love. Hotep is peace. So I just did myrrh and joy. Same thing pretty much. But Netter is the source of all things. God. Again, Netter is who you really are. Jesus Christ, don't you know that ye are gods? If you're a right thinker, you will know thyself, and you will know that you are God, or God and you are one. However you want to view it, it's all good. But that's the lesson. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you learned. I got more for you, but in closing, right thinkers, may let it be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you passed away. I'll be right back.